Wednesday. A little bit of technical difficulties here. I think we're back on. Okay. Hello, and happy Wednesday. For those of you who do not know who I am, my name is Claudia Cometa. I am a pharmacist and independent skincare consultant, and I come here every Wednesday to provide you tips and tricks to achieve the best skin of your life. And so sometimes I just go over some key ingredients, and sometimes I go through the literature, and there is a recent piece of literature that I wanted to cover today that I thought would be helpful, especially given that we are moving into spring and summer months where many of us might be in the sunshine longer than we maybe were in the winter and fall months. So what I wanted to cover today was a new piece of literature out of Ohio State University, and it specifically looked at melanoma and sunscreen. Now, all of us know that there is literature that suggests and pretty definitively states that we know ultraviolet light from the sun does increase our incidence of melanoma. We also know that sunscreens block UV rays and to different degrees depending on the sunscreen, but UV rays block that, and therefore they block our response to UV rays, which is sunburns. However, to date, before this study came out, we actually didn't have any literature that showed that using sunscreen delays or prevents melanoma. This study actually used a mouse model over at Ohio State University and did show that applying a sunscreen, a broad spectrum sunscreen with an SPF of 30, which is actually what is recommended by the American Academy of Dermatology, applying an SPF of 30 did lower the rates of melanoma. And so while that was kind of an assumption, we didn't really have any definitive data. So now we do, which is great information to spread around, that if you do use a sunscreen with at least an SPF of 30, you are going to have a benefit from that is beyond just reducing sunburns. It will reduce your rates of melanoma, and we all know that that is the most fatal form of skin cancer. So I wanted to pass that along. In addition, I wanted to just share a few bits and pieces of important information on sunscreen, which is how much to use, as well as the SPF of 30 that I mentioned. So you're going to want to look for about an ounce of sunscreen on your body if you're going to be out in the sun and you've got quite a bit of exposure just based on whatever you're wearing. So an ounce for your body and about a teaspoon for your face. So make sure you're wearing enough, because a sufficient amount is just as important as the SPF. So make sure you're applying enough, and always reapply every 2 hours while you're out. So every 2 hours, keep it in your purse, keep it somewhere in your bag so you can reapply. So I hope that was helpful to you all. I will see you again next Wednesday, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. See you later.